Hey everyone, I want to thank you for tuning in to Cooking with the Witters. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I came back today to make this video. Okay, today we're going to have Raccoon Gumbo. Now, listen, I don't know if anybody ever had it before, but let me show you how I'm going to do mine. Okay? Now, we have a gumbo. We really, really do. Not a gumbo. We have a raccoon. This is how excited I am to tell you. We have a raccoon. I mean a real raccoon. My uncle brought it to me from Brazoria, Texas. Okay? I was looking for another animal, but he brought this one to me because the other one I wanted to make the gumbo with, he told me right now, you know, they having babies and everything. We couldn't do that. Okay, so this is a raccoon. So I just want to show it to you so you can make sure. Now, I'm not faking, all right? So I want to show you how I look and everything. So let me show it to you, okay? Oh, yeah. Hit subscribe, like, follow, and share, okay? Okay, now this is the raccoon, okay? You see? It still have the feet. You see that? So you know it's real. All right? You know I'm not faking it. We're going to need green onion, bell pepper. Onion, bell pepper. Oh, and I have bay leaves. I have some other seasoning. I'll just show it to you a little later. And we have garlic and all that. Okay? And we have okra. We have adula sasha. We have bacon, and I have some shrimp I want to go in there. Okay? I'm going to put shrimp in this one because that's how I want it. All right? So, now, when you have this here, like I do, I had it sitting in the sink, defrosting, and it's a big old coon. Look at that. This sucker right here is big, baby, is big. It ain't no joke, it's big. It's a big mofo right here. I'm not playing, this is big. Shoes. Whew. Boy, I tell you. To get this here unwrapped. Look at me. My uncle told me, he said, I'm leaving the feet on there so everybody know that it is a coon. You know, that's how he told me. He said, I'm going to leave the feet on there so everybody know that it's a coon. So he left the feet on this part right here so you can see it. But he cut it off of here. Okay? He cut it off of here. But he left the feet everywhere else. But what I'm going to do, got a lot of fat on there. But that's okay. I'm going to remove that. Remove that fat after it cooks some. I'll take it off of there. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take that feet off of there. I don't want the feet on there like that. So I'm going to go ahead on. I got this here hammer here, right here. And I'm going to remove this feet. Let's see here. Am I hitting it the right way? Yeah, I am. So I can remove this here, this foot off of there. Okay, that's, so you know we telling the truth. Look at that, y'all. Raccoon. Raccoon. So, what I'm going to do, did he gut it? Yeah, he gut it all out. Yes, baby. Look, it's all gutted out. Look at that. I got to take some of that fat off of there, but I ain't doing it now. I'll do it a little bit afterwards. Remove all this here all off of there. Because I can't have this here. Put this on there. And stuff. Just got to be pulled off of there. And things. Because, you know, what it is that you don't want that on there. You want this here. Take the skin on off of there. But I'll wait till it cooks some. Then I'll remove that skin because be easier for me to fix it on up. Got that first little thin little layer skin on it. And I want to take it and I want to cook it in vinegar and water and things to remove. Let me get some of this off of that, because I can't talk and do this here at the same time. So let me remove some of this fat off of there and I'll be back. Okay, I want to show you something. I only got to do this much of it already. Okay, this all, I removed all this right here. But now, I'm working down here. It ain't that bad to take it off. You know, because it's coming off really, really good. The fat is coming loose really good because you have that skin that's there on it. And since that skin is there on it, it makes it where it's so easy to come off. You know, it isn't that bad to come off. You know, the idea is taking off this here fat. And it isn't that bad to do it. But the idea is to get through this here skin right here when you're doing it. Okay, so now I removed all the fat off of it, okay? So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead on and I'm going to cut it on up here so I can find out where that bone is here. Then I can just cut it on up the way I want it cut up. That's a shame you gotta go through there and be doing. So, this is all I'm gonna do for my gumbo. The rest of these right here, I'm just gonna put them in freeze bags. Okay? And I'm going to freeze them. So I'm going to freeze them. So since I'm going to freeze them up and everything, I'm going to put them in some of this here lemon zest. I mean, this Italian zest seasoning. And I'm putting them in the freezer so they can go ahead and stay in here. And then when I need them and I make another video, I have me some raccoon parts. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you something. Raccoon is similar to, you know what, the turkey meat, the leg quarter, it tastes something like that. That's what it tastes like. It tastes something like that. Now this right here is going in the freezer. And I'm going to put this in the freezer and it's going to stay in the freezer. I'm just going to use a little bit of this here. And I'm going to tell you about coon. Coon is greasy, baby. Coon is very greasy. So I just want y'all to know that. It's very greasy. And they always say a good way to fix coon is fix it in some stew. Or you can grill it. Or whatever. You know. You can make and take and do that. But I'm going to take this here. Put this in a freezer. And have at it. Now this part right here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in some vinegar water. Okay? That's what this is going. I'm going to let it cook in some vinegar water for about an hour. I'm going to set my timer. So this is going to go in vinegar water. So that's how I'm fixing this right here. So I just wanted y'all to notice it. And it is greasy. It's probably a good conditioning for your hands, you know. But this is going to go in vinegar water. This part of this coon right here is going in vinegar water. And I'm going to let it boil in some vinegar water with me about 2 cups of vinegar. 2 cups of vinegar and some water. Okay. and I'll be back when it's finished. Okay, so these are all the seasonings that I have that I am going to use. All right, so we have diced chili tomatoes. We have basil, garlic mints, Louisiana Cajun seasoning. I have chili pepper, parsley, and garlic in there. Poultry season right here. Tomato sauce here. Parsley here. And some chives here. Now, if you want to, you can get all this here fresh. Okay? But I ain't had time to be doing all this here right now. So, I'm doing it this way. It'll still come out the same. But I'm going to do it this way. I already done let my meat cook for about an hour in that vinegar and water. So I'm getting ready to go over there and take it out. I have my bacon over here cooking now. Okay? So now I'm taking my meat on out here. And I'm going to fry this here on up in the bacon grease. Because it's been cooking for about an hour. So that's finished there. So now I'm going to take my bacon out of the grease. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to season up the meat with some black pepper and some salt. Okay. Then I'm going to turn this on over like this so we can make sure it's all mixed up on there. Okay. Then this is what's going to go in the bacon grease and fry in the bacon grease. Okay. See how it turned out like this? Okay, so I'm going to put it in the bacon grease. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to take its time and cook in this here bacon grease. I'm going to be turning it all over and everything and just let it just go ahead on and cook in there. Because I want to get that flavor of that bacon grease in this coon. So I'm going to let it go ahead and cook them here. And I'm cooking it on 4 because I want it to slow cook in there. There ain't nothing in no rush. We ain't got to be in no rush. So while that's cooking there, I'm going to take me about 1, 2, about 3 tablespoons of flour. And I'm cooking this in the oven. Now, this is how you make your roux. But when you get it like this here, and you're going to take this right here, just like this, okay? The thing of it is that you do not want it to scorch, okay? You do not want it to scorch, all right? So what you do, you take, and you're going to put this in the oven. And you're going to keep going back and stirring it. You just don't take it and put it in the oven and leave it. You go back, you go through it. Every 10 minutes, go back and go through it just like this. Because what you don't want it to scorch. And then when it starts turning colors, because it's going to start smoking. I'm cooking it on 350. When it starts doing that, then what you do, when it starts turning colors and start getting kind of brown or either light brown, whichever color you want it to be, then you take it out of the oven. Okay? because then this is when we're going to make our roux. All right? So what I've done, I went back and I put my bacon back on top of the coon. Okay, so you know what I've done. I went back, I put my bacon back on top of the coon. Okay, so everybody know what I have done. Okay, so this is how I do this. Okay, because I want that bacon flavor to go in through this coon. Okay, because I already done boiled it in the vinegar water. So now I have it there. Okay, and I want every bit of this here to go in through there. Go through there. Every bit of this bacon flavor to go through there. Okay, so this is what I've done. I'm cooking it on 4. So you know, I got my flour in here cooking. I keep turning it over. I turn it over because I want to get every part up under here. I stand it up here. I stand it up anywhere it's going to stand up because I want to get every bit of this here cooked. Okay, so I just want y'all to know that. Okay, so now we're going to take the onion and the onions and everything and put it over here and fry it up. Okay, along with some garlic. It's going there. One tablespoon of garlic. That's going there. Okay. I'm going to fry this here on up a little bit. You see my flour is already ready. This is the color you want your flour to be. That's if you fixing with red roux. If you're not fixing it with red roux and you want brown roux or something like that, then you do that to it. But we're going to let this here go ahead on cook a little bit, and then I'm going to be back with you. Now, I have my sausage right here cooking. Now, I'm going to take my sausage that's right here cooking. I'm going to put my okra in there because I want my okra to go in there so I can cook out some of the slime out of there. Okay? Now, this is where my okra is going. I want to cook some of that slime out of there. But I'm not going to cook my okra yet. Okay? But, I mean, like, take it and start cooking it all the way. I just wanted to cook some so the grease from the sausage could cook it up some, to cook out some of the slime. Okay, so I have that here now. Because I want this sausage grease to cook some of the slime out of my okra. Okay, now so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take me a little of this flour. I'm going to have the measurements in there. Okay, I'm going to have the measurements in there. Y'all already know how much is in here. So I'm going to let this here cook like this here some. Okay, so now what I'm getting ready to do here, I'm going to add me 2 cups of water. You can put water or either chicken broth. If I was you, I would use me some chicken broth because that's going to give it more flavor. Okay? Okay, this right here is 6 cups. All right? We're going to go ahead on, let it start cooking now. This is only going to be 1 can of tomato sauce. All I had is little bitty can. We have 1 10-ounce can of the diced tomatoes with chili. Okay, green chili. I'm only going to put 1 can of that because I don't want it too spicy. Okay. So I'm going to stir this on up right here. Just like this. Let it go ahead and stir on up. Here. Then when it starts boiling and everything, I'm going to come back and I'm going to add the rest of my seasonings to that. and the meat. But first I want it to start boiling. Okay, and I'll be back. Okay, I want to show y'all something. This right here does not have that much of slime in it. I want to bring you really close to it. So I'm going to bring it down some like this here. You see that? It's not a lot of slime. Most of the time, you will see a lot of slime. See that? But it isn't that much of slime. So what I'm getting ready to do, I'm going to go ahead on, cut it on off. See that? It isn't that much of slime in there because the grease took it out. Okay? But that's what I wanted to show you, how it looks. I'm getting ready to cut this off and leave this here like this, because this is going to be added to everything else while this is getting ready to boil. Okay, so this is my roux right here that I'm fixing, and it's getting ready to start boiling. This is what I'm going to season up. I'm cutting this off here. Okay, this is getting cut off because I don't want it to cook all the way. I just had wanted it to cook enough to cook some of that slime off of there. You do not have to cook okra and then throw it out. Pour off the water and then come back and do it over again. You don't have to do that. Grease, cook, slime away, and then just go ahead on and finish cooking whatever you're gonna make. If you're gonna make okra, Lord, my mind just went totally blank. If you're gonna make okra stew or something like that, stew okra, do it that way, okay? And you will have no problems with it, all right? Just do it like that, and you will have no problems with it. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to add my seasonings to that. We're gonna put some parsley in. This is 1 tablespoon of parsley. This is 1 tablespoon of chives. That's going in. This is basil. This right here, I'm going to do me 1 tablespoon of basil. You know, I like seasonings. I love my seasonings, and that's how I am. I just love my seasonings when I cook because the flavor just comes out in the food. And that's all to it. It just comes out. Okay. So now we're getting ready to do some poultry. Okay? We're going to do 1 tablespoon of this. Poultry. 1 tablespoon of that. Now we're getting ready to do some chili peppers and parsley and garlic mixed in here. That's this. Now I'm going to tell you about these seasonings like this because they have these different colored tops that come on it. If you're ever in Ross, Burlington, TJ Maxx, any of them, this is where you get your seasonings at. Out of there. 1 tablespoon of that. Now they comes in bottles looking like this. All different type of season. Let me tell you, them the best seasonings in the world. I love them because of the way they made. Okay, now we're getting ready to go with us some Cajun seasoning. So this is Cajun seasoning. All right. We're going with us 1 tablespoon of that. Everything is just 1 tablespoon. That's all to it. That's how I'm doing it today. And I'm going to use me some bouillon cubes. Let me see. I'm making bouillon. Okay. I'm putting me, I have to see if I have some more. I'm putting me 2 of these in there. And these are this kind right here. If you see these right here, Nora, if you see these right here, chicken, we're going to use us 2 of those. Okay? So I just wanted y'all to know that. I like to go because I already know what flavors I'm looking for when I'm doing this here. Okay? I already know what flavors I'm looking for. And I'm going to go over here and cut those shrimps up. Cut the shrimps up in a little bit because they so big. And things, I pulled out the wrong package of shrimp. Okay, so I got that over here. Getting ready to start boiling. And everything, I'm going to let this here go ahead and do its thing. Okay, so this right here is getting ready to start coming to a boil. This is when we're going to throw everything else, all the meats, everything, all back into here. Because you want it to cook till it's tender. There go the grease. Right there, I'll put that on back in now. Okay, so we got that. That's cooking over there. Okay, so I'm just going to let that go ahead on rip. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you, the way you're going to cook this here, I want you to take a closer look at it. So, let me see if I can get it right. Okay, you see how it's cooking. The way you're going to cook this here, you're going to cook this here until your meat start to get a little tender. Check it with your fork. You don't want to overcook the coon, but you want it to be in between because we have to finish cooking the okra, okay? And we have to let the seasonings and everything get through everything else, all right? And it's not going to take long for okra to cook. But I want the meat to cook in this flavor right here until it starts getting tender. Really, really kind of tender, okay? That's what I want. I want the meat to get really tender. I already see it pulling back off of that bone. That's how I know I got it going good. Okay, so I just wanted y'all to see that. Okay, so I done let this here cook for about 2 hours, okay? So what I'm going to do now, this is going to go into this big pot. That's how I'm doing it. So I'm pouring it into here. And so I can go ahead and cook that with the okra and the sausage. And now my shrimps are going in, okay? Okay, so now the shrimp's going in. So all that's going into here. So now all I'm going to do is just let it finish cooking. All right? And I will be back. No slime. No slime at all. Nowhere. So now this is going to go ahead on and cook. And I'll be back. Okay, everybody. This is what I call Raccoon Gumbo. Take a look at it. Now, don't that just look good? And it is wonderful. Look at that. It looks so good. And the meat is tender and everything. You serve it over some rice or shoes. Just eat it like that. And all I want to tell you is don't forget to hit subscribe, like, follow. And till next time, give someone a big hug. Tell them you love them. And bon appetit, baby.